Hello, welcome to Tech Odyssey. So today we will be solving a LeetCode problem. So which is basically the problem number one called the twosome. So the problem is like you have an array of integers, right, and a target. So which is also basically an integer, and basically we have to return the indices of the two numbers, which would add up to the target. So let's say if our input is like 2, 7, 11, and 15, and our target is 9, then obviously 2 plus 7 will equal to 9, right? So basically this is number 2 and number 7, and its indices are 0 and 1. So this is basically at the index 0, and this is basically at index 1. So our output will be like 0 and 1. So the number at the index 0 and the number at the index 1 would basically sum up to 9. So that is basically so the problem. And to solve this, so let's first create one dictionary, so where I will be storing the number and its indices, so in a temporary way. So and then let's run a for loop for I command num. Okay, so this is basically a for loop, so which will, so when you use the enumerate function, so it will basically return the index and the number. So like if this is a list of the integers, and the num will hold the number from the list, and I will basically hold the index of on that number, right? So so the logic that we are going to implement here is like if like we have the target, so target, so minus num, so in test underscore ticked, right? So basically we are like checking so at first this will be empty. So obviously so this will not hold true, right? So but later on, like what will actually happen is like so let's say our target is 9, right? So our target is 9, and our first number is 2. So 9 minus 2, that equals to 7, right? So so basically if our current number is 2, and our target is 9, and then if it will be 7, like, so if 7 is present in this dictionary, right? So obviously, so this 2 and this 7 will obviously add up to 9, right? So this is the logic so we are using here. And so it if this is correct, right, so we will basically return like test underscore ticked, and basically target minus num comma I. So what this will do is, so in this test dict, so we will basically have the number and its index, right? So in this format, so in this format, so basically what we will do is from this test dict, so of the number, like if the target minus num, it will be like 9 minus 2, then that will be equal to 7, then it will basically return the index of the corresponding 7 here, so that's the logic we'll be using here. And if it doesn't hold true, so if this condition is not satisfied, then basically we will just append the current number, so in the test dict, so that will be number, so equals to, and obviously it will be I. So so like in the dictionary, so we will basically have so at first, if the current input is 2, then we will basically have 2, and then basically we will have its index, so that will be 0, so in this format, and for later on it will be like 7 index 1, and so on, so it will go in this format. So we will basically, we are just appending it to the dictionary. And so yeah, this is basically the logic, and we will basically return. We have to return nothing. So if the condition is satisfied, we will return the indices. So basically, this will return the indices, two indices that will sum up to the target, and otherwise we will just return nothing. So right? Okay, so let's test this. Okay, yeah. So this is working fine. So if I current input it is 2, 7, 11, 15, and target is 9. So then our test case output so will be 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 are basically the indices of this number. So that is, so 0 corresponds to number 2 and 1 corresponds to number 7, and 2 plus 7 it's obviously 9. So this is, so that is the result. So I think you got it. So basically what we are doing is creating an dictionary, so like to hold the number and its indices here. Okay, so and then we will like look through the given list. So and if the target, so like, so 9 minus 2 goes to 7 kind of. So if it present in the test dictionary, and we will just return the current index and as well as the index of that number. So index of 7. So okay, so at first, obviously during the first case this condition will not be satisfied, because obviously our dictionary is empty, right? So here we will just append like 2, and then its current indices will be 0. So in next time, so it will again look through, so it will, and the current number will be 7, and here what it will be is like 9 minus 7, so which is basically equals to 2, and obviously it will be present in the test dict, because we have appended the 2 number 2 before. So and then when it comes to here, so basically it will just find the test dict, and in the braces will be 9 minus 7, so that is basically 2. So it will return the value of the test dict 2, which is 0, and I, what will be its value? So obviously it will be 1. So because we are at 7, so in the second loop. So this is how all the logic works. Okay, so let's erase this and then again run again. So obviously it will run, and then you can submit this. Okay, so when you submit this, like it's good, yeah. Bits 51% and memory utilization is also like really good. Okay, so this is all about the some problem in the LeetCode. Okay, thank you, and subscribe to my channel if you find this important. Okay, see you.